Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the rust bucket from Ben 10. I recently made Ben 10's actual house, and I couldn't really just leave you guys hanging without also showing you guys how to make the rust bucket, which featured in the actual house tutorial. Here is the rust bucket from all of the angles that you might possibly want to view it from. It looks pretty okay. It could look a little bit more detailed, but the issue is, as you make things bigger and bigger, they start looking a little weird, and suddenly, before you know it, if I made the rust bucket any bigger, then it wouldn't look right next to the actual house. So I had to strike a pretty good balance between the size and the detail. Hopefully you guys still like it anyway. If you do want to make Ben 10's actual house alongside the rust bucket, then check out the card system and the description below, because I will be leaving a link to it in both of those places. But without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, why don't I actually show you how to make this thing? It's really simple, and it'll look great next to Ben 10's actual house, assuming that you do actually have that made. So if you want to make it, here's what you'll need. Grab yourself some black concrete, some stone slabs, some block of iron, some block of quartz, some quartz stairs, some quartz slabs, some red concrete, blue concrete, and some iron doors. We'll also need all of the materials that you can see in the inventory right now, so feel free to grab those. So once you have all of that stuff, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, by the way, rust bucket will take up 15 blocks, that's 15 blocks going from like front to back, and it'll take up 5 blocks coming across the front of the actual vehicle itself. If you like, you can place the same rectangular shape on the floor in your world if it helps you out. And if you do that, you're going to want to start on this front bottom left hand corner of rust bucket, which is here, and we're going to start off by placing 2 stone slabs on top of each other. 1, 2. We're then going to go left by 1 with the black concrete. Then 6 with the stone slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And make sure that's the upper half of the concrete. On top of that 6th slab, place an iron door. And go left of the stone slab by 1 with the black concrete. Place a slab, then a concrete. 3 slabs, 1, 2, 3. Extend that 3rd slab across the back of the build by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then coming back towards the front of the build, place 2 slabs, 1, 2. Black concrete, slab, concrete, then 6 slabs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then a concrete, then a slab, connect that to the opposite side of the front, destroy the first initial block, and place a slab in its place instead of a double slab. And that is what we will have. We're then going to fill the base of this in using our stone slabs. We're just going to completely fill the base of this thing in, as you can see me doing right now. It'll take just a second, and that will give us a good foundation to actually make the vehicle. So, next thing we're going to do is we are going to place a block of iron on top of each one of the 4 corners of the vehicle. So, on top of all the 4 corners of the slabs. We're then going to place on the front of the vehicle, we're going to actually place a row of cyan terracotta between the front couple of blocks of iron. We're then going to place a layer of block of quartz absolutely everywhere else on the first row of the vehicle. So connecting all of the iron together, we want a layer of block of quartz, exactly like that. Then, for the next part of this, we want to place a row of quartz slab on top of the very front of the vehicle, going from left to right, like that, on top of the iron and cyan. We then want to make the entire rest of that particular row blue concrete. So just simply go all the way around, except actually, here's the thing, here's the little kicker here. We want to have a row of 3, actually no, I'm sorry, make all of it black concrete. I was thinking of the next row, I do apologize guys, but we want to make that all completely blue concrete, and we do also want to connect the front pair of concrete together right at the front to give us this sort of shape. Now, this is where things get ever so slightly trickier, ladies and gentlemen. Here's where things get trickier, because we're going to start on the very back of the build now. We're going to place a row of 3 black stained glass pane on top of the back middle 3 blue concrete. 1, 2, 3, like that. Place a red either side, and then take any one of the reds, it doesn't matter which one, and you want to take one of the reds and you want to extend it forwards with this sequence of blocks. You want to place 2 glass, 1, 2, 3 red, 1, 2, 3, 3 glass, 1, 2, 3, then 1 red, 1 glass, 1 red, 1 glass. And you want to do that on both sides. So the opposite side is the same. You want to place 2 glass, 3 red, 3 glass, 1 red, 1 glass, 1 red, 1 glass. Connect the glass together at the front, like that. For the next bit, you want to place yourself on top of the glass at the front. You want to place a layer of quartz slab. So just on top of the glass, a layer of quartz slab. Behind that, a layer of quartz stairs. So quartz stairs behind the slabs. Come to the very back of the build and place a row of quartz stairs directly on the back of the build. And then place yourself a block of quartz absolutely everywhere else. And you can actually go as far as to fill in the roof of the vehicle, because that is the roof, well, that's the roof of the vehicle, I just said it. So we can completely fill this in like this. And this will give us a very simple shape for the actual rust bucket itself. You can see where I kind of started making this from. Next, we're going to add all of the detail to the roof. So we're going to want to grab ourselves our iron bars, because that's where we're going to start off. On the back of the build, we're going to take from this block of quartz here, just behind the stairs, we're going to take this and we're going to do a row of 5 iron bars coming forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And on the opposite side, we're going to do the same. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going from the block of quartz towards the front of the vehicle, like so. What we're also going to do is we're going to take the very first iron bars that we placed, which just so happens to be this one, and on top of this, we're going to grab a cobblestone wall, and we're going to grab a button. On top of this block of quartz, just on the inside of the iron, we're going to chuck a cobblestone wall with a cyan terracotta on top, with a button popping out of that. Then, on the floor in front of this, so this is in front of what you've just made, you want to place yourself 3 rows of quartz slabs. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like a 3x3 square. Raise up the middle row by 1, creating like quartz blocks. You then want to take the most right hand quartz block and you want to place yourself 2 cobblestone wall on top. 1, 2. Then you're going to want to place cyan terracotta in front of that. And then you're going to want to use your stone brick stairs, and you're going to want to create what looks like a satellite dish, and it looks like it because it is a satellite dish in front of it by using upside down and regular stone stairs to create kind of like a circular shape. Then take the top terracotta, extend it outwards by 1 with the stone slab like that, and there you will have exactly what we're after. There is a little bit more of a shape on top of this build, so if you skip 2 rows from where you place the quartz slab, skip 2 rows, right? Leave 2 rows alone, and then raise up the next 2 rows of 3 in between. So like leave 2 rows and then raise up 2 rows of 3 in between, and there you will have just the shape of the top of the van, like that. It's perfect. Next, we're going to grab the end rods and the cobblestone wall, and just coming out of the red concrete, next to the window screen, we're going to place a cobblestone wall with 2 end rods on top. These are antennas, which are present on Rust Bucket itself. They're present on it, and, well, they're just antennas. I don't know what else they could possibly be, but that is what you want to have on the vehicle. What we also want to do is we want to place buttons on the sides of every single one of the wheels. So anywhere that you have a wheel, black concrete basically, you just want to place a button on the side to make them look a little bit more wheel-like. Next to the door that we have, door right here, we want to place an item frame to the right of it, and we want to place a tripwire hook, not in the item frame, but on the block next in the item. Okay, you guys can see what I'm talking about. You place the item, it might be easier. Place a tripwire hook, item frame behind it. That might be an easier way of doing it. But that's what you want to have, that's the effect. And that's just a handle for the door. You also want to place item frames on the sides of every single iron block around Rust Buckets. So every single iron block, place item frames. Grab red concrete and orange concrete on the sides of the I've actually done that wrong. Item frames, you want to place orange concrete, and on the sides that face the I'm butchering this so badly, but basically on the sides of the vehicle you want to have orange concrete. On the front and back of the vehicle you want to have red concrete. I'm sorry guys, it's just incredibly hot in this room. You've got no idea. It really is. That's not just an excuse. I'm actually baking. We also want to grab the black concrete, buttons, and we're actually missing a material. I'm so embarrassed that I forgot this, but we do need ladders, and we're going to place ladders on the front of the vehicle where we have the cyan terracotta. We're going to place ladders in front, and on the back we're actually going to take the back bottom center quartz block, and we're going to place a black concrete in front of it with a button in front of that, and just above the back tail light, the right hand side, we're going to place a row of 2 ladders coming up the back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will conclude all of the detail present in a rust bucket. Believe it or not, I mean, there's quite a lot of detail, right? It's not just like a big mashup of blocks. It's as close as I could really get and still make it look good, to be honest with you. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed making this. Hopefully you will find it useful in improving your Ben 10 house, or whether you just wanted like an RV build or whatever it is you might possibly want this for. If you have enjoyed the video, please do remember to give the video a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you like the video, I would just appreciate that no end. It'd help me out, help the channel out, and make me a little bit happier. If you do enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe, click the little bell next to the subscription button, which also helps me out. It lets you guys know when all of the videos are being released. It's just really important. Oh, and by the way, if you do want to suggest more cartoon related builds, please do leave those suggestions down below in the comment section. I made this a little bit early. I usually post cartoon builds on Saturdays, but I posted it to coincide with Ben 10's house because I think that it does look quite good there. But I do make all sorts of other cartoon related builds, as you might be able to kind of see in the background. There's a very small sample. If you do want to see the rest of my work, check out the card system in the description below. There's plenty of builds. If cartoon houses are your thing, then we have plenty of those. We've got, I think, over 15 cartoon related builds. I'm sure you'll find something that would absolutely fit your tastes, whether it's more vehicles or just bigger houses or bigger builds in general. But we do also do regular stuff on the channel as well. Regular houses, you'll have to check it out. That's the card system in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.